Class 3 Computer Chapter 4 The Internet and Introduction Part 5. Topic for today is Best Practices Related to Online Safety. Dear children, we are here with a new topic. Best practices related to online safety regard on this chapter. Number 4, the internet and introduction. Best practices means best thing that you should practice, the things which are good to be practiced when we are online, when we are using the internet. And these practices, these things that you do are for your safety. So how can we, when we use an internet, there are risks involved regarding our system and ourselves also. So it is important to follow some good practices that can protect our system, that is our computer, and ourselves also. So let's discuss the practices related to protect our system. Children, to protect our system when we are online, we should always use antivirus. Means antivirus is a program that protects our system against virus. So when this program is installed in our computer, it identifies, it finds and prevents and removes the viruses from a computer. So when we are online, there is a high risk of getting virus infected. So we can install antivirus softwares like McAfee, AVG, Quick Heal, Norton, Symantec. These are some commonly used antivirus softwares, and we should keep updating it very regularly, and this updation can be done online also. So this is very important that we have antivirus in our computer to protect the system. Then we should also keep a backup of our data. Means whatever we have created in our computer, that has to be created a backup. Backup here means to keep a copy of something in a safe place, so that if the computer stops working or it faces any virus attack or it stops functioning, then we have the data to be restored somewhere. If we keep it somewhere, a copy of it somewhere very safely, that data can be stored back. So it is always advisable to keep a backup of your data on a secondary storage device. So it can be either on a different disk of your computer, or it can be on a CD or a DVD or some external hard disk. So this keeps the data safe. Then always scan attachments. Means whenever you receive any kind of mail, and if you receive any file with that mail, it is always recommended that you scan the file. And how do we scan it? How do we scan it? With the help of the antivirus software. So before you open it, you should always run the antivirus software to see whether the attached document that you are going to open is free from the virus. Then think before you click. Means while surfing, because we go through surfing means what? Checking the internet for information. You go from one internet web pages to another. You visit so many different websites and there are so many links. You click on links and it takes you to different web pages. So this is called the surfing. Then you want to gather information on different topics, you move from one link to the other. You you need to be very vigilant, you need to be very careful and to select the appropriate one, means which one you want to click. While you click on the link, you need to be very sure that if am I clicking on the very right one, is this an appropriate one, will it create problem for the system? You need to be very sure, and you should always take help of your teacher or your elders when you go and visit different web pages. So that's the meaning of think before you click. You should get information about the sites and the and then you should open such websites. Then how to protect ourselves? The few points that we discussed previously were to protect the computer system. Now how? When we are at risk, the one who uses the computer is also at risk when they don't follow certain practices. So number one, choose strong passwords. Password is a safe way to prove your identity. When you are using email accounts or in e-banking, when you do the operations or on the bank through computer, it is always a recommender asked you, it is always asked that you have a strong password. Strong password means the password should comprise or consist of letters, that is alphabets and numbers and some special symbols also. This makes the password very unique and strong, and no one can guess and use your guess it and use your account or email account or e-banking, and your account is very safe. You can protect your identity by using strong passwords. The next one is, do not give your personal details to strangers. Means if you do not, it should not be even your password or any information you should not share on the internet. Giving personal details to anyone, like your name, your where you study or where you live, all these information should not be shared on the internet. And because sometimes you think you are talking to some friend of yours, but he may not be or she may not be the person you think that you are talking to. So it is always recommended that not to share your personal details to strangers. Your details can be misused by people with bad intentions, bad motives for their personal benefits. Number 3, be careful when making friends on the internet. These days many children have accounts on social websites, chatting, they do lot of chatting. When you do such things, it is not safe to give your personal details and make friendship with everyone and anyone. It is always recommended that you tell your parents, take permission from them, and because many of the friends pretend to be what they are not, so you should choose your friends very carefully. Number 4, practice caution when shopping online. We learned that through internet we can do shopping also. So when we are doing shopping, we need to be very careful about giving the details of our credit cards or debit cards. We should not we should check the validity of the website, whether this website is a unique one, or is it am I using the correct website, is it do they have any kind of bad intentions. We need to find all this, and then only you should give details of your cards to use that website, to use online shopping through that website. Be very extra careful when sharing your card details and making payments online. So these are the practices that you should always practice when you are online. This is for your safety and for your system also. So children, that's all for today. Do read this topic at least 2 to 3 times, and then write this one question that I have given here in your copy neatly and learn it also. That's all children. Take care.